Mexican inspirational writer Akira Brast once wrote, "Don't be in such a rush to reach a goal that you reach the goal before you are ready. Put your heart into a goal, but don't rush. Good things take time." We are in a generation where people prefer instant gratification to long-term enjoyment. Little wonder why the world is filled with confused and dissatisfied individuals. People make grievous mistakes and live the rest of their lives in regret. This video exposes you to 7 things that you should never rush in life. 1. Building a business. Oh wow, you've got a great idea. So, what next? Raising the capital to start up? Hey, don't be in a hurry. Having a great idea does not equal having a successful business. A lot of people, especially young folks, get so excited about their plans that they immediately venture into executing them. Well, who wouldn't want to be the next celebrated entrepreneur on Facebook and Forbes? All over the internet, we read stories of successful entrepreneurs and assume that the only thing needed to build an empire is an idea. We look at the glamour, covering our faces from reality, their failures, mistakes, and years it took them to get to where they are now. There is a need to learn that success is not an overnight journey. Venturing into a business just because you have an idea will undoubtedly cause you to fall in a pit hole. Before you start up that business, take your time to ask yourself vital questions like if that idea aligns with your passion and future goals, if you will be able to stick to the venture in turbulent times. Also, you ought to learn more about your proposed business, network with other people in your niche, and work on building quality services and products before starting up. 2. Marriage. Walking down the aisle with someone to spend forever with them isn't something to be rushed into. It is a critical life decision. Most people allow the pressure from family and friends to make them dive into marriage. Marriage is a sensitive aspect of every human's life, and you must be sure to be ready before you commit. Being in your 30s does not make you prepared for marriage. This relationship goes beyond age. Besides, even if you are prepared, is your intended partner willing? No doubt it is not possible to fully understand someone, but then you must take your time to study and notice certain behaviors of your partner. Always bear in mind that being married does not mean that a person will change or drop certain characteristics. If your partner does not change before marriage, the chances are that they may likely not change even after marriage. Therefore, you must endeavor to carefully decide whether or not you will be able to cope with the flaws of your supposed partner. In all, don't rush into marriage, else you will most likely rush out. 3. Large financial commitments. The inability for people to think through and weigh options often lead them to get into substantial financial obligations that they cannot handle. So, maybe you just got some considerable amount of money on your list is buying a car, or you got a coupon for a house and you are thinking of acquiring a bank loan to purchase it. Though getting a good ride or a home of your own is lovely, do you think you can manage them based on your present financial level? Have you thought of the fact that the value of cars and houses do not appreciate? A massive windfall of money is not best spent impulsively, but after thorough research and careful considerations. 4. Relocation. Relocation is a huge deal. Be it moving to a new town, moving to a new country, or moving in with someone, or just moving out on your own. Many individuals, especially in their 20s, fall into the temptation of running out of their parents' house. Many times their relocation is because of influence from peers. Guess what? In most cases, they come back home. Also, when a relationship is at a rosy state, ladies find it exciting to move in with their boyfriends. However, in just a few months, they tend to move out of the house and out of the relationship. When moving out of a place to a new home, specific considerations ought to be made and arrangements put in place. Do you have plans of relocating to a new country? Great! But be sure to research the culture, weather, opportunities, and so on. You want to move in with someone, or you want someone to join you? Well, do well to make or know your boundaries. You think it's time to part ways with your parents? Awesome, but don't forget to draw out your survival plan. 5. Making a promise. Promises mean nothing without the accompanying action. No matter how small you may think a promise is, it has the potency of causing a massive hurt to others if not fulfilled. To make a promise is to put your reputation on the line. Your integrity is a valuable asset that you should not trade with unkept promises. One reason why people make promises and fail to keep them is that the promises were made hastily. Hence, an anonymous writer wrote, "Don't make a promise when you're happy. People don't respect you because you make commitments. They do when you keep your commitments. For this reason, you should be careful when you give your words to others." 6. Accepting a new role at work. Getting a promotion at your place of work could be exciting. What's better than more comfortable office space and a fat salary and allowances? However, you ought to put aside the benefits and ask yourself if that is the direction you want your life to take. Indeed, money is a necessity for sound living, but money alone cannot suffice for the unhappiness derived from a job role that doesn't bring fulfillment. Understand that getting a new position at work will undoubtedly bring about new changes in your daily life, changes you may not be prepared to face. This is not to say that you should say no to an offer, but when offered a new opportunity, make sure you carefully think it through and weigh all options before jumping into it. 7. Making your relationship public. How do you feel about celebrity breakups? Well, many a time the primary cause of those breakups, especially the fresh ones, is the media and publicity. Too many eyes on a relationship are bad enough, and worse when the relationship is a new one. Often people get carried away by the sweetness of the early stage of their relationship that they hastily start expressing love in public, social media especially. Whether it be to your family or friend, it is essential to understand and appreciate your relationship before you blow it open. It is imperative to make sure you're well committed to your partner before introducing him or her to other people in your life. Allow your relationship to stand firm first. A relationship that is made up of many third parties is likely to be filled with pretense, and partners may tend to stay in situations that are not right for them because of the pressure on them. Also, the opinions of others, which are mostly filled with lies, may pull down the relationship if the foundation is not strong enough. Although we know that good things take time, we get carried away by our desires that we end up rushing through things. However, to savor a delicious meal, it is much better to eat it gently.